This title screen music is very intense. Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael. Welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077. So this is episode 2. In the first episode, we started the game, created my personal V. We chose the Nomad origin story. We started out in the wasteland. V was given a job to carry like some kind of mysterious package into Night City. We met with our contact Jackie. Things kind of went south. We got attacked by a bunch of people, had to fight our way through, but we did make it to Night City. And then there was like a montage of 6 months of just V and Jackie living it up in Night City. We haven't actually gotten to explore the city yet, but I think we're past the prologue. We're not gonna get to start the game proper. So very, very excited about today's episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And without any further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, so I had stopped in this little training VR thing. I guess it's a tutorial for the combat, and I wanted to do it in this episode because I knew if I did it in the last one, I would have kind of forgot the stuff I learned. So, and we can't open the menu, so I can't look at our journal or like to see if we have some new information since 6 months have passed since the last time we were here. So let's try this out. Let's see how this combat works.
Designed to reinforce your fundamental combat abilities and hone your reflexes.
Yes, sir.
The skills you gain here will help you survive, even excel on the battlefield. I will train you to be effective with firearms, to use stealth tactics to your advantage, and to hack into enemy networks.
I'm ready.
Yep.
Man, Militech can't encrypt for shit. But they clearly got drill and jar heads in their blood.
Oh, it's T-Bug.
Now, Station 1, you maggot! Move, move, move! Hope you're ready to bust ass through this fascist playground.
So this is T-Bug? Like, we heard about T-Bug in the first episode, but I guess she hacked her way into this thing? Is this the actual T-Bug? Like,
invite?
is this the real T-Bug talking to us in real time? Or like, did she program her own kind of VR interface in our little thing that we plugged in our brain? Select the training module. Okay. Combat basics.
Let's blast through a tactical target practice program. You know, little warm-up.
Sure. Pick up the weapon. A Lexington. Seems like a kind of basic pistol. Alright. Shoot, aim, reload, and then holster. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd find that too tough. What do you say
Easy
we
enough.
crank it up a notch?
Ooh, so we got melee. Shooting range weapons drain stamina, really?
Not bad. But it's more realistic if the target's packing iron.
Guess so. Wait, so melee is Q? That's strange. I've always had melee on F. But I guess F is like interacting with things. Reload.
V, you're not a gonk-brained Militech recruit. Get moving.
Dodge. Okay. Oh, there's your stamina. Okay. I might remap some of these controls, so... Here we have... some kind of SMG.
Quit standing around and take cover.
Proceed to crouch and hide behind cover. Cover can protect you from enemy fire. And then you can switch between guns. Okay. Shinobi?
Use a reanimator to patch yourself up.
Oh. Inhaler gives you 40 health. And then X. Okay, so you get charges of health. That's fine. X. Not sure how I feel about X.
Head to the training
either.
area when you're good to go.
So different weapons in different slots. Okay, and this is all a Militech training sequence, right?
brought some chooms with him this time.
Some
You know
chooms?
what to do,
Okay, so
Steve.
you can kind of like peek over cover when you're in cover. That's nice. I kind of like this. Usually games with cover mechanics, they're like in third person, you like a Mass Effect or something. But here you are in first person and you do still have like a cover mechanic. Of course the damage we're taking is very low because this is just a tutorial, but I'm guessing the real thing is going to be a little bit more difficult.
Dream work, V. Stand on the platform and we'll move on.
Preem work, you say. So yeah, I'm already noticing, and this is something I kind of noticed in the anime as well, but Cyberpunk has its own kind of like little vocabulary. You know, they'll say preem and choom
Well,
and
we doing this?
things like that. So I don't know all of these terms. I'm already familiar with like a few of them.
Hacking's the next item on the menu. Might notice I tweaked the course material a bit.
Okay, okay. Hacking. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how they handle this. Approach the window. Activate your scanner. Highlighted gold. Scan 2 such objects. So we have some explosive servers and then a robot from Arasaka. He has flashbangs and then the computer just says data. Danger highlighted red. Devices that can be hacked marked in green. Interactive objects highlighted blue. Okay, so the camera can be hacked. This can be interacted with. Okay.
This training module will teach you how to apply technological tools to combat situations. Jesus, corpo speak can even make hacking sound boring. Work a little hack magic on the screen to distract the guard.
With a cyber deck installed, your scanner provides an additional interface for selecting quick hacks and their targets. Distract enemies. And then it says 3. 3 what? So hacking lasts 60 seconds, causes a device to malfunction, resulting in erratic behavior that will distract nearby people. Okay. And that's my only quick hack, so I guess we'll just do that. In progress. So it takes a while to happen. It said upload time 0.5 seconds, so I thought it was going to be like very fast, but it actually takes a while. And then deactivate the scanner.
Trash. Style over substance.
Show how long a distract we can. Okay. And then sneak up to
Good.
the guard.
Now take him out quietly.
Ooh, we get some stealth. Okay. We get to just sneak around.
All right, all yours. Take him out.
Oh, I didn't know he was gonna turn around.
Focus, V.
I was busy reading.
Work a little.
Okay, so
Good.
this time it happened like
Now
instantly.
take him out quietly. All right, all yours. Take him out.
Oh, we can do it. We can do a non-lethal takedown. Hell yeah. I love that.
Never smart to leave behind any trace of your handiwork, especially the dead kind. Now pick up the body and hide it somewhere.
Oh, I love that we can do non-lethal. You can hide dead and unconscious enemies in certain places. Doing so will help you avoid detection by other enemies. Oh, but wait. It said lethal, so that kills them? Oh.
Okay. Now try to take him down in one slick move.
Kill and hide body. What if I don't want to kill him, though? Oh, jeez.
Think you're ready to try hacking some gonks in real time? Have fun!
Some gonks? So gonks, is it like some idiots? Some scrubs? Enables you to take control. Grants full remote control of the camera. Okay. So vulnerabilities, I guess that's all the different quick hacks we can do. So you have malfunction, takeover, hijack, and remote activation, which these all kind of sound like the same thing. Like you can get it to malfunction, you can take over it, you can hijack it, which wouldn't take over and hijack be the same thing? And then activate it remotely. Okay.
Now, detonate the grenade.
What? Hack one of the guards and use the detonate. Oh, from the camera, I can then do another. Oh, okay, cyber deck RAM. That's how many it costs. So detonate grenade that costs 24. And then, like, do they come back over time? Or like, do I need to recharge them with an item? Attacks the target's neural cyberware, causing them to activate a grenade and hold it until it explodes. Wow. Ultimate quick hack. So I'm forcing him to activate his own grenade? That's so weird. And it says traceable. What does that mean? You can still quick hack other devices and enemies from a camera. That's crazy. And then it's happening even if I'm not focused on it. That's so crazy. Like, I would never want to install any cyberware in my brain if people could just do that to you, you know? That's crazy. Okay. Just jacking in directly into it. Select 55. Sequence required to upload demon. We're uploading demons. So I just need to select these 5. Okay, that seems very easy. No penalties for failing? Well then, what's the point? I feel like there should always be a penalty if you fail something. Otherwise, what's the point of it, you know? Just have it be a single button. Extract Eurodollars. Oh, that's the demon we're installing. It's like a little virus or like a little malware that's gonna extract money. Okay.
See? Just needed to shut your brain down and follow orders.
The game crashed. Oh no. Oh no, am I gonna have to worry about crashes? We're off to a bad start. I didn't crash the whole time I played in the first episode. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Well, at least it didn't crash my recording. Let's hope this is not a regular occurrence.
See? Just needed to shut your brain down and follow orders. In true Militech fashion. Under my wise command, you're a real champ. Take your spot on the podium. Not too shabby. Militech's algorithms put you on a decent run. Got additional modules if you want to hone any other skills. Or you finish up, Delta out now. But remember, the street's not going to give you any hints or second chances.
Well, then I feel like I want to do all the tutorials now. I want to learn. So we have stealth.
Need a handwritten invite?
You've completed the mandatory portion of the tutorial. Feel free to interact with the door. Or if you want to learn about more, yeah, I want to learn more.
Right. So first, let's shape up those stealth skills.
Tag the guard. Ooh. So does doing this pause the world? Like, does it pause things? I think so. I think they stop moving. Okay. So we can then tag enemies. Enemies that are unaware of your presence will continue their routines. Pay attention to their behavior patterns and Use what you learn to sneak around them. Okay. And now in a hostile area. So now that they're tagged, we get to look at them through walls. So am I waiting for this guy to turn around, or? When you enter an enemy's line of sight, their alert indicator will begin to fill. Find cover to avoid detection.
Find cover, quick. Nice, nice. Now, move slowly towards the exit. Stay out of sight.
But this guy's looking right at me. Am I waiting for him to turn around?
Stealthy now, V. You ever relive a ninja BD? Just like that.
Do I just need to do it like fast? This guy will not turn around. Okay, I guess I just need to... Oh, okay, because I have enough time before he actually spots me. He's just very slow. Okay, they're very generous with how long it takes him to notice me.
Nova, well done. On to the next area.
Okay. It takes them a while to notice you. Keep an eye out for security systems such as turrets and surveillance cameras, which can trigger alarms to alert enemies to your position.
Now the same thing, only with the camera.
Okay, so tagging it shows its line of sight, but they do not register noise. Okay.
Back to your training, recruit.
So it's kind of going right to left. It's a pretty vague like line of sight. It's just a bunch of lines. But okay, I think I can. I do like stealth in games. Like I'm a big fan of Dishonored and games like that. When the stealth mechanics
Nice
work
work
well,
today.
I like stealth.
Just stand on the platform to exit the sim. All right, some advanced combat techniques for dessert. Then we wrap this party up.
Advanced combat. Okay, let's see.
Time to get down and dirty in close quarter combat.
Some actual melee fighting. Fast attack. Yeah. While the previous fast attack is being executed, okay. Which drains stamina, of course. And then we can also block.
Let's bump things up from easy to normal. This next fool can block your attacks.
Okay, okay. Where are you going? Why are you going in this little room? Okay, this guy's blocking. Only strong attacks can break their blocking stance, okay. Whoa! Coming right at me!
Coming up now. Blocking blows instead of dealing.
And then that takes my stamina, of course. The attack will consume part of your stamina. If it drops to 0, you will break. And then take damage, of course. Can break your blocking stance. Okay, yeah. So what do I do if they give me a strong attack then? Ouch. Oh. Okay, so you can kind of push. Ouch. It's coming right for me! It's counter an incoming attack to block just before...
Loses his footing every time he
okay.
swings. Use that. Get in there and land a counter punch.
Oh. So you have to time your block. That's nice. I mean, it's not an amazing feedback when you actually deflect. It feels a little janky, but maybe as I keep doing it, it's gonna be a little better. To dodge, choose a direction and tap L. I can't do dodging with left control. That feels like really far on your hand. Like you have to do it with your little pinky. I think I'm probably gonna switch it to a mouse button.
Fool. I like that. V, want to see this fool punch in air next. Don't let him land anything.
Dodge. Dodge. Okay. Yup. Can you dodge while you're blocking? Use all the techniques you've learned so far to defeat the enemy.
You've done well in mastering the way of the fool, young apprentice. I can teach you no more. This is the part where you face your final test.
You have to kind of keep an eye on your stamina. Ooh. Oh, and then when they're down...
Melee weapons. Grab a sword.
Katana, huh? Of course, this is Cyberpunk after all. Of course we have katanas. Can also be used with melee weapons, of course. Look at that. Oh, jeez. Oh, you're fast. Okay, Jesus. Hitting an enemy while they're down.
Now show me what you've learned.
You're equipped with a range of weapons and a cyber deck. You will now face a mix of enemies whom you already encountered in training. Defeat them however you choose. Okay. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, they're like everywhere. Wait, I'm being shot while also fighting in melee. That's weird. Weapon glitch, overheat. Wait, you haven't taught me these. Reset the target's optics, causing temporary blindness for 8 seconds. Cause a minor weapon malfunction, making it more difficult to wield and reducing its accuracy. Overheat to an enemy already affected by it with extended duration. It does thermal damage, okay. I thought maybe it would make them drop their weapon or something. Short circuit deals damage. More effective against drones, mechs, and robots. Let's go for the optics. Go for the optics, Chiquita. But then it also takes a few seconds to work. Oh. Let's do weapon glitch.
Good stuff. Looks like you're cruising already. Hop on the platform.
I don't know, that didn't feel very smooth. Obviously, I'm going to be very bad at first. Give me some time to kind of get used to these controls and this combat system. I'm sure in time I'm going to be like pretty good at it, but for now it's going to be a little messy for sure. So I'm probably going to try and stealth my way through things at first. Advanced
Good luck,
combat. Thank you, T-Bug. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm sure the best way to learn is just to do it out in the field, you know?
So, not bad, huh? But now we can get down to biz.
So where are we? Any tips?
Will Kako give you any tips and tricks for the job?
I'm not your mother. Just do what I pay you for. It's easy work. Yeah.
Alright, time to work.
Let's do this.
So it's been 6 months, huh?
Elevator. This way.
Assign a grenade to the combat gadget quick slot so you can make easy use of it during combat. A grenade? Oh, jeez. Wait, I already have one, don't I?
Your movie.
Okay, I've got a pistol. And that's kind of all I have. I have melee and
You're
pistol.
V.
How do I... Okay, hang on. How can I put my weapon back? Because I don't want to go everywhere with my gun out, you know? People might panic. I've been in Night City 6 months and all I have is just this shitty pistol. I mean, I know they have to start me up with like something basic, but just got this nice little tank top, some shoes, some pants, a cyber deck. I guess that's your hacking thing. To perform quick hacks. I don't know what all these symbols are. So we have 14 something, 5 something. I guess these are your like what quick hacks you can do. I guess 4 is the number of quick hacks I have. So we have only tier 1 quick hacks. Extract data, distract enemies, remote deactivation, camera control, initiate overload, and then remote deactivation. And I guess it's worth $17.90 eddies. Okay. Alright, it's your RAM. Okay, Cyberdeck RAM. Having higher RAM allows you to use more quick hacks in a short time, use more powerful quick hacks. So base amount of 1 and then a bonus. Okay, so you have your base amount and then the bonus is from the Cyberdeck you own. Access point buffer. Having a larger buffer allows you to create longer sequences when breaching access points. Sequences? Okay, I don't quite know what any of this means. Armor indicates your resistance to damage. You can increase that by investing in skeleton and an integumentary system by 18% or more. Why do you say that? Like, why specifically 18% or more? Okay. So why does this say 14 and then 24? Is 14 my limit and then like I can kind of go up to 24 but past that I go cyber psycho? Is that what that means? Oh, we are in the city, all right. Wow, you can really zoom way out and then like zoom way in. But that doesn't really show you the layout of the area that much. It shows you the primary gangs, the Mox, Tiger Claws. Okay. There is a lot to think about. It's a little bit overwhelming at first, but you know. Phantom Liberty, that's the DLC. We're not going to jump into that yet, of course. So we did the Nomad, which turned out to be about an iguana. Better be prepared than dead. The street can be brutally unforgiving, so a quick brush up on combat skills certainly couldn't hurt. And the rescue. Wakako Okada's. Okada? The Rainmaker? Got us a gig. Fixer got an SOS call from one of her clients, Sandra Dorset. All signs point to her having been plucked off the streets by scavengers. Motherfuckers are in the biz of carving people up and selling their implants on the black market. I think it's time we paid them a visit. What do you say, chica? Ironically enough, also a plot point that happens in Gundam, like people kind of stealing parts from people. I think it's kind of a staple of any cyberpunk settings. Like, if you have expensive cyberware on you, you go down the dark alley, someone might jump you, steal your cyberware, and then sell them on the black market. You know, that's kind of a classic. I was just kind of wondering if there was like new information since we've been kind of spending 6 months out in the world. Like, is there anything new we can learn? Jackie. Okay, so we have our thing. A proud son of Haywood and an even prouder son of Mama Wells. Jackie's stubborn. When he wants something, he won't stop or shut up about it until he gets his hands on it. Jackie always wanted a lot out of life, maybe too much. As a teenager, he joined the Valentinos gang, but realizing how much he was capable of, he quit. For years, he hustled through the unforgiving world of merc work because you need more than a go-getter attitude to sit at the big boys table. You need street cred. Jackie's life goal has always been to become a legend at the afterlife and make a heap of eddies along the way. I don't know what the afterlife is. Japantown. I guess that's where we are right now. Given its popularity with tourists, it's no wonder Japantown feels like it's constantly buzzing with life. Crowds occupy the local bars, upscale restaurants, arcades, the famous Cherry Blossom Market, and especially the Shinto Shrine that's a must-see if you're in the area. Every corner holds a luxurious backdrop for a perfect photo op, Japantown doesn't disappoint. So what's the catch, you might ask? Japantown can be expensive, especially its nighttime attractions. Corpos with fat cred chips come here to play hard after a hard day's work with cash liquid tourists right beside them. Local braindance clubs, casinos, and bars are never short on customers. Just watch out for the tiger claws. They rule Japantown. We had the Badlands. If you think Night City is dangerous, just wait till you get to the Badlands. The areas bordering the city to the east and south are actually 8 different zones that vary in character and landscape. There's the trailer park of Red Peaks, the plains of Rocky Ridge and desert of Sierra Sonora, stretching out to the east, whose landfill emits a stench that's often blown all the way into the city. Ugh. Saturated with chemicals and acid rain, nothing will ever grow again in this region of the Badlands. Anyone who has to cross this area does it quickly, and if they're smart, with an armed escort in case they run into wraiths, a gang made up of exiled nomads. You could compare them to vultures, though at least vultures have the decency to wait until their prey is dead. The South paints a much less apocalyptic picture with Biotechnica's protein farms and the Jackson Plains power plant. A trip to the neighboring lake of Laguna Bend at sunset is the most picturesque view the Badlands has to offer. Just make sure you don't touch the water. There's a saying that everyone should visit the Badlands at least once in their lives. Sounds like something the Wraiths would say. Westbrook. A fair number of Night citizens firmly believe Westbrook is the best district to live in. After all, this area includes the picturesquely situated North Oak, probably the most beautiful neighborhood in the city, and where many of Night City's rich and influential reside. Charter Hill has its charm too, home to ambitious and enterprising corpos who have climbed halfway up the company ladder. Last but not least, Japantown is widely known as Night City's party district. Okay, so Japantown is in Westbrook. Yes indeed, Westbrook is the place to be, and yet that wasn't always the case. Over 50 years ago, after the nuclear attack on Arasaka in 2023, the part of Westbrook next to city center sustained serious damage. Wait, there was a nuclear attack and the city is still standing? How's that possible? The quake created by the blast completely wiped out Japantown's high rises, leaving behind ghostly, crooked skeletons that loomed over the district for the next 2 decades. Charter Hill, yeah, I have to remember we're in 2077, so like we're decades after this. Charter Hill was inundated with refugees. Even North Oak saw ramshackle huts and tents hastily put up on its slopes. Luckily, by the 2040s, the Great Restoration of Night City was already underway. The ruins of mega buildings were removed, replaced by shiny monoliths from predominantly Asian corporations, returning Japantown to its former glory. Charter Hill was also cleaned up and soon provided new homes for corporate employees. The refugee and homeless encampments in North Oak lasted for much longer, remaining a sore sight for city authorities. The crime levels there set new city records, for a time even soaring above those of the city's combat zone. Yikes. Eventually, the area was brought to order with the help of mercenaries, and shortly thereafter became the North Oak we know today, the most exclusive and secure area of Night City. And then we have story locations. V's mega building. Is this where I live? Oh my god, look at the size of this thing. If each little dent is a window, that's a massive building. Damn. Besides the 2,000 apartments identical to V, 2,000 apartments in a single building? This Watson Mega Block also features luxury penthouses on its upper floors. Further down you can find various service points, stores, market stalls, a gym, even a shooting range. So people live in these like giant apartment buildings that also have like stores and markets and even a gym. I mean, I guess it's not that far-fetched. Like some apartment buildings already have kind of gyms and stuff like that incorporated, but it's almost like living in a shopping mall. To a certain extent, mega buildings are truly self-sufficient, self-contained ecosystems. Many of their long-term residents, especially netrunners, haven't stepped outside in years. Protein farms. Not every Night citizen knows, and few probably even think about it all, but most of the stuff they call meat actually comes from protein farms. No matter if it's beef ramen at the market in Kabuki, or some shish kebab in Westbrook, or a burger in Haywood, They all start on the farm. So basically nothing is actual meat. Most meat products are derived from mass-farmed worms, which are ground into a meat-like substance known as scop. Oh. Oh. Although the SCOP acronym originally stood for single-celled organic protein, it has evolved into an umbrella term for many synthetic meat and meat adjacent products. I guess it would be a lot more efficient if you could just like mass farm worms instead of cows and pigs and chickens. This SCOP-based product is then shipped off to be pumped full of dyes and flavorings for a variety of products on the market. After all, it takes a little work to beef up those bugs. How interesting. Do you like worms? You're eating worms.
I didn't realize you enjoyed eating worms, Nick.
No, that.
Border wall. The border between North and South California is marked by a thick, forbidding wall meant to prevent smuggling and illegal crossings. The checkpoint is guarded by the SoCal Border Patrol, which is backed by corporate forces. You'll need plenty of skill, cunning, sometimes even a dash of luck to get through. Okay. I think we've kind of read all of these already. Also, the techies, solo, netrunners. I guess these are all like kind of classes you can have. Depending on what you specialize in, you might be more of a netrunners or more of a solo or a techie. Again, I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. I do kind of like the hacking aspect. That's kind of cool. And I do like stealth also. I don't know if I'm going to be going out like all guns blazing, especially in melee. Like the melee seems kind of, I don't know, a bit difficult to control, at least at first. Arasaka Corporation. The Arasaka Corporation is the longest operating megacorp in the world, so it's like the biggest one. Like it's the name you keep hearing a lot. It's even in the anime. Its origins date back in the mid-20th century when a young Saburo Arasaka inherited his father's nascent company, transforming it into a global leader in security. Today, the Arasaka Corporation is known as an arms manufacturing giant that has had its hands in military conflicts across all continents. Due to the latest advances in technology and the company's seemingly unlimited capital, Arasaka is poised to achieve its political goals on a massive scale. Arasaka's soldiers and agents are known not only for their excellent training, but also for their steadfast loyalty to corporate values and there's still just one CEO at the head of these like mega corporation. Can you imagine how rich they would be? Like they're probably all trillionaires. CEO Saburo Arasaka himself, who despite his advancing age, I was gonna say he must be very old, continues to govern the corporation with an iron fist. I wonder if we get to meet this guy in this game. Even discussions of a succession plan must be kept to a whisper, because no one would dare openly question the authority of the world's greatest weapons empire. Almost no one. Very, very interesting. Alright, so
Your movie.
I was wondering, how can I sheath my weapon? Okay, B is to holster or unholster your weapon. That's a bit strange.
Your movie.
Okay, so B gets your gun out or not. Okay.
V.
Yeah? What's up, Jackie? I'm just looking around. Give me a second. You need a new mattress? This one would look beautiful in your apartment if you ask me. Alright, yes, I'm following. I'm coming. So, if I hold middle button on the mouse, I'm gonna throw a grenade, and then X is to... okay.
Moves, chica.
And then I have a phone. Oh. We have contacts. Oh. Okay, we can have messages on our phone. That's cool. I'm right behind you, Jackie. Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking about a lot of stuff. Ooh, what do we get over here? Can I have like a flashlight or something? It's really dark in here. Maybe I need to install like a flashlight cyberware. Maybe my eyes could act as spotlights, you know? Yeah. Sorry, he's so tired of my shit already. What's wrong, Jackie? Just be patient, man. We've got all day. No worries. Oh. Okay, you've got it covered. It's fine.
Sandra Dorset. Target's biomon went mute a couple hours back. Suspected abduction. Target could have possibly flatlined already. Not sure you're in time.
We're in time, Bug. We. Sure you're on phones, but that don't make you any less part of this squad.
Squad. Charming.
Wait. So T-Bug is only like an AI? Yeah, Jackie's right.
Could at least try to be nice.
You want nice, supportive? Call a damn helpline.
So is T-Bug just an AI, or is she a real person that's also calling us? Why are you coming out guns blazing, buddy? Like, we don't even know what we're walking in here.
Is that you?
Target should be inside, but I got zero eyes on her biomon. Fingers crossed it's not too late.
Hello. Yeah, just stay
I hate
inside.
this life or death shit. Try hacking the door. Think you can trip it on your own, V?
I will try. Why do you have your guns out? Are you expecting trouble? Door, remote activation. That's gonna cost me 4. I only have 3. So does that mean I can't do it? Wait, so, okay, scanning does not necessarily stop the world, because he just walked in. Hostile area. Close the door. Can I lock it? I wish I could lock the door behind us.
Make moves, chica.
What's wrong? Tapping highlights interesting objects such as loot. Oh, okay. That's very nice. Yeah? Ew. A delicious calorie-packed snack. A Mr. Whitey Mint. I mean, there's flies around it. It doesn't seem... Ooh, pizza. I hope I'm not on a timer, because I'm like... Oh, you get like a little selling machine, gives you fries or burgers or hot dogs.
Make moves, chica.
Some leftover... What is this, like a kitchen, I guess? There's food fucking everywhere. Jackie, just give me a second. I'm looking around. You're cramping my style.
Chica.
Alright, so... It said there was loot around. Oh, I can scan him. Valentinos. He's got incendiary grenades and a charge jump. Okay. Here we got a PC.
Are we fucking late? Is that her? Is that our target, V?
I don't know. From Victor to Blaze. If any of your lackeys show up here again, they're in for worse than a split jaw. That's not an empty threat. Try me, motherfuckers. We won't forget you're a dead man walking. Okay. I don't know what that's about. And what's this? A chromanticore lime. Kick your ass into high gear. Oh, is this the body of the person? Objects highlighted in yellow while scanning contains valuable info to help you with the current job.
Sandra Dorset's protected under Echelon 2 Corpo immunity. Our girl's top shelf. This one's packing black market Zeta Tech repros. Typical back alley fix-ups. Not our lucky gal. Let's keep looking.
Okay, so all I got from that is it's not the person we're looking for. And then you said a bunch more shit that I didn't really understand. Emergency on demand. Ooh. Just a second, Jackie. I'm reading some magazine. How did it happen? When and why did we as a society decide that human life is a commodity, a luxury? Good question. Also, I want to apologize. I hope this playthrough is not going to be frustrating to watch. Like, I'm very much kind of a lore first, gameplay second kind of guy. So, like, I will for sure be spending more of my time kind of reading lore stuff and, like, observing the environment and, like, analyzing the world and the characters and stuff like that, rather than focusing on the gameplay aspects. I don't know. I'm going to try to balance both. Like, usually I end up finding kind of a good balance, but when I'm first jumping in, I'm definitely kind of like, ooh, I want to look everywhere. You know, I really want to look at every little detail in the environment and stuff like that. So My mother passed away at 45. She still had decades of life to live until it was all stolen from her by pneumonia. If she had held even the cheapest trauma team policy, she could have been cured within an hour. So yeah, does trauma team have like different tiers? I guess so, but like, I bet even the cheapest one is like super expensive. But she couldn't afford it. My mother died 5 months before a scheduled appointment with our family practitioner. The idea of privatized healthcare is deeply ingrained in our public psyche. Already in 2020, there was widespread consensus that €500 a month was a fair price for trauma team insurance. $500? I don't even know if euro dollars are equivalent to like US dollars or... Health wasn't something you were given, it was something you earned. The private system may not be perfect, but there's no alternative, we thought. Unless you live anywhere else but the United States. Like the rest of the world has kind of figured this out already. Bullshit. Now across the Pacific Ocean to the USSR, where they also have highly trained medical technicians, high-precision nanosurgical suites, specialized antibodies, intravenous probes, the list goes on. Emergency airlifts using modern AVs equipped with cryotonic chambers. They have those too. The difference then? They don't leave their people to die on the streets, at the store, in their homes. They don't force anyone to purchase their lives from a corporation as if they're the ones who own it. Public healthcare isn't some unachievable utopia, it is a reality. I mean, I think at this point, when Trauma Team is like one of the most powerful mega corporations, I think public healthcare is unachievable. Like, it's basically unachievable even just in the United States today because like all the lobbies and the fucking... Because, you know, there's so much money in lobbying and privatized healthcare and like all these corporations just pushing for it and like... But the rest of the world... You know, we've figured it out. We figured out that you don't need to go bankrupt just because you had a child or had to use an ambulance or, you know. Now, of course, public healthcare, you know, it's not perfect. There's always some problems with it, but I will take it any day of the week over what they have in the United States. That's for sure. Trauma Team, on the other hand, treats its policyholders as both potential patients to be treated and potential products to be bought. They save lives only because there is profit in it. A saved life is a returning customer. Client debt can also bring in fiscal gains in the form of organ and implant resale, though of course in regulated smaller sums. An emergency care provider can't afford to give its managers reasons to deliberately kill off its clientele base for short-term windfalls. Surely, you ask, these medical professionals are also guided by their Hippocratic oaths? Please. No, I did not think that. So critical cyberware missing, flatline. So she's dead and they stole her cyberware.
Mira, eyes up. Pendejos ahead. Drop it quietly.
How do you know that? I haven't even opened the door yet. Drop him quiet?
Come. Where those bottles?
Wait, non-lethal, non-lethal. There we go. Can I loot him? You can lift and carry dead unconscious or otherwise. Okay, can I loot him or... He's got some weird thing on his face. Got a bunch of stuff. What is that? A freezer? We can get the freezer to malfunction. I guess I could have like got his attention with that. There's another body here. Corpse flatlined, okay. Jackie, are you coming with me or are you just gonna stay there? I used... Yeah, just take all. Medical gaze, okay. Got a bunch of stuff. Cyberware usage and its side effects. Many people believe we live in a time when impossible has become an obsolete term. Ripper docs can replace nearly any part of the human body with artificial implants, from your big toe to portions of the nervous system. My years in Trauma Team, however, taught me that the impossible is still very much possible. Even now, as we enter the twilight of the 21st century, we as medical professionals have not been able to eliminate all of the side effects that come from incorporating cybernetic elements into our bodies. Yeah, they haven't solved cyberpsychosis yet. Which you would think they would have, but... Of course, everyone is familiar with the mental disorder most commonly referred to as cyberpsychosis, but it doesn't end there. Although advances in medical science for the greater part of a century have reduced its incidence to a minimum, cyberware rejection can still occur in a small subset of the population. These unlucky few can experience a range of complications, but the following are the most prevalent. Immune response. The body rejects the implant, causing scar tissue to continue growing to the point that it causes pain and inflammation of surrounding tissue, as well as possible interference with the tech's electrical circuits. So let's say you have like a hole in your chest and they put a bunch of cyberware in there, and instead of like merging with the cyberware, your body just keeps making like scar tissue, and then like it pushes it out, I guess. Ew. Psychological effects. Neurological implants have the potential to cause unpredictable change in the brain. Possible side effects include depression, apathy, hallucinations, and sudden increases in addictive behaviors, such as gambling. Really? I mean, depression, apathy, hallucinations, that feel kind of like the first steps to then reaching cyberpsychosis, right? Implant overdependence. Long-term use of certain synthetic body part replacements can change the brain's chemistry to make it accustomed to a particular type of implant. There are reported cases of permanent blindness after patients attempted to replace their Kiroshi optical implants with different models. Ugh. And yeah, you would want to be careful about that, because like, what if they kind of engineer this dependence in their products? So then the corporations, like, they give you an implant, but once you have this one, your body kind of like develops a dependence to it, and then you can only buy products from that corporation. Like, of course they would want that, right? In the face of these known risks, what should our outlook be as consumers and medical professionals to deny ourselves cybernetic enhancements on the 0.5% chance we could lose our vision forever? Or gamble away our life savings at the casino? The clear answer is no. Cyberware technology has elevated human biology to the point where these what-if arguments serve against our best interests. The best advice I can offer for minimizing your risk is to read the techno-medical profiles for all cyberware you intend to purchase before you install it. That's akin to saying like you should read the terms and conditions before you click I agree. But of course no one does that, right? There's so much corporate jargon in there and like so much technicalities, and most people are not really equipped to really understand all these terms and like all the legalities of it. But like right away, you know, earlier you can use a quick hack that makes it so someone like just pulls the pin on a grenade and holds it until it explodes. Like right away, that would be enough for me to never want cyberware. Like the idea that you could lose your entire body autonomy to a hacking or like a virus, that's horrifying. But then most of their world is probably set up in a way where like you can't even function if you don't have cyberware. You know, it's kind of like in our world, if you don't have a phone, like there's a lot of stuff you can't even do, even in our time period. Like there's already some restaurants where like you can't have the paper menu anymore. You know, you need to use the phone. If you want to have an email, you know, like two-steps authentication, it always uses your phone. Like there's so many things already where like it just assumes you have one because that's kind of like the standard in society. So I can imagine if you were someone living in this world and you want to be like, I'm not going to use any cyberware because I'm too scared like someone's going to use it against me, or like, but then you couldn't say open some doors, or like you couldn't pay for things in the stores, or like I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that requires you to kind of have at least some basic cyberware. It's pretty bleak. Alright, Jackie, are you following? Also, you can sneak, but you can't lean around corners like in a Dishonored. Find Sandra. Okay, we're still looking for Sandra.
On your toes. More bodies incoming. They're almost on you.
Distract enemies. Initiate overload. Okay, how many are there though?
Baby steps, V. watching.
Okay, can they see Jackie? I wonder. What is that? What am I looking at? It's not telling me. So there's a floodlight. I can do takeover, malfunction. We've got some industrial shutters, which are on. A ceiling fan. I can use it to distract enemies. Okay.
Oh yeah, V, they're coming. Wait for your chance. Pick the prick off.
Okay, a hound. You can do overheat, reboot optics, short circuit. Is there only 2 of them? Let me tag him. Rat. Is hound the name of the guy or like the name of the weapon he's got? Because this says hat, but then there's a gun. I want to know how this RAM works. Like, if I use 3, do they come back over time? Okay, let's do distract enemies. I want to see how many of them there are. Oh, okay, there's another one. Hide from the scavengers. I mean, we could just go in guns blazing. I wish I could kind of do it stealth, but I'm guessing stealth is not going to be an option in every mission, right? What if I do... Oh, there's more of them than I thought. Okay, that went really badly. I thought there was only 3 and there's way more.
Clean it up, clean it out. Don't want to be bringing the target out under fire. Definitely don't want a slug in your back.
Not neither.
Watch out, Jackie. Wait, how many... How can I see how many bullets I have?
Fuck the bitch! Empty bag! Stop this! Fuck you up with the eye, V! You got this!
Yeah, optics.
Ничего не вижу!
Okay, my health is very low.
Rip up the shreds!
Are they not all dead?
Fuck this!
Okay, no, there's more of them. This went very poorly. Short circuit, sure. I love this hacking stuff. I think I'm gonna put a lot of my points in there.
With you in a sec!
Ah! Oh yeah, that damaged him, so it killed him.
Looks
Okay.
like you got him. You're clear to go.
Shit, where the hell's our target?
Look around. Gotta be there somewhere.
Wait, do I just have like infinite bullets on this gun? What's 553? Is that the amount of bullets I have? Is that what it's worth? Because if I have a set number of bullets, you'd think it would show up in the bottom right, but it doesn't, so... take? Wait, he's not dead? Oh, he's not dead. Huh. Okay, do I just have that now? Oh no, I disassembled it. Okay. What's this? Used air hypo. Okay, that's junk and handcuffs. Okay, a lot of this is just junk. Oh, how cool. Also, it's very dark. I know it's gonna be even darker on YouTube, so I apologize. At first, I thought maybe there was only 3 of them, so I was going to like maybe, I don't know, disarm them. Wait. None of them are dead, actually. Or at least, like this guy's still moving. Broken. This. Okay, so it just disassembles it, and then it gives you tier 1 components. Okay. Heavy duty biker boots. Okay, sure. Oh, okay, yeah, I could have distracted them with the speaker. Okay, yeah. Sorry again, it's gonna take me a while to get used to all these systems. Like, there's a lot happening. Okay, we can have some music. And it kind of highlights the items around you, but it doesn't highlight them that much. You do have to kind of look for them. Is he dead? It just says rat. What is rat? Is that the type of gun he has? Scavenger. Okay, this guy's not moving. I think this guy is dead. But like these guys are moving, so they're not dead. Why aren't they getting up? I'm not sure. I know I'm wasting a lot of time right now looking around. I should probably be in more of a hurry because we're looking for someone who's in danger, but like I have to assume the game will give me time. Handgun ammo. So do I have more ammo now? Oh, okay, so it is ammo. Wow, so I really have 670 bullets? That is so much. God damn. So now can I switch to these boots? Oh, I can. Solid boots at a solid price. Ooh. So already we're kind of like changing our appearance. Okay, okay. I dig that. So we're going to be looting weapons and clothes, and that's really cool. I can't wait to play the rest of this game. I'm really, really excited about this playthrough. And I just know it's going to take forever, but I'm really excited about it. So what do you got? He's got a DS1 Pulsar. Okay. You guys just chilling together? A DB2 Testera. Whatever that is. Oh, jeez. Oh, God, this guy's head exploded. I'm sorry. But a lot of their guns are... Are their guns broken because I use, like, the hacking that kind of, like... what is it? Like, overload or something? I think maybe it's because I used... oh, so... A double-barrel shotgun. Sure, let's equip that. And then we can have a submachine gun also. Is that the mod? Wait, so that's equipped now or it's not equipped? Okay, I guess it's equipped. What if I want to unequip it? Oh. Okay. It won't guarantee a shot on target, but it will certainly help. Sure. And then what is this about? Why is there a little yellow thing there? What is that? Oh, so you could totally just unequip things and then just go around in your, like, undies? That's weird. Outfits. You can change your appearance by activating a wardrobe outfit. To do this, first you must create an outfit. Oh, okay, so when I saw outfit, I thought it just meant, like, you would loot entire kind of, like, get-ups, you know? Like a full bodysuits. But I guess you get to save multiple outfits. That's very cool. You can activate the saved outfit, which will change the appearance of your equipped clothing using holographic projection technology. Oh, okay, no, it's more like a layered armor. So you just get to put on armor that has the best stats while still looking the way you like. I really like this. That's great that they have layered armor. Usually it's kind of a thing that people need to mod in the game, so the fact that it's a default thing. And I also know that Phantom Liberty added like a bunch of either new features or quality of life stuff, and I don't know what they are. Obviously, I've just heard that. And I think as soon as you have it like in the game like I do, like it's also part of the base game. So I don't know which of these are like part of the base game or are new things from Phantom Liberty. Like maybe this outfit thing is new. I don't know. Either way, it's very cool. I love that they have that. So basically, if I want to be able to do more hacking stuff, it would be intelligence, right? Yeah, you get more RAM. +1 max RAM per 4. Just +1, that's it? You get +1 RAM for every 4 points? Damn, that seems very little. It seems like using the scan, it kind of pauses the world, but then as soon as you actually launch a hack, then time starts moving forward. Because I guess the idea is you want to like queue up multiple hacks, be like, okay, you get this hack and you get this hack, and then like you come out of scan, and then everyone gets hit by like a weird, different thing. I wonder. Also, I kind of wish this was like full-on Dishonored, where you could choose not to kill like anyone. And they do give you the option of doing it in stealth, but obviously when there's like 10 people in the room like this, stealth is not really an option, so I will use non-lethal where I can, but if it's not... but when it's not possible, you know, I'm just gonna go with it and kill people, because we just don't have a choice. I just want to be sure I don't miss any loot, you know? I gotta loot everything. This and this. This guy, he seems to be dead. Boomerang. Neutralizing an enemy via headshot via a thrown weapon? What, can you just like throw your gun at people? That's crazy. Okay, that's broken. And also, yeah, there is a weight limit though, right? So it's not like I can pick up everything I find. You do need to kind of be careful about what you pick up. Look at all this shit already. Oh my god. I mean, a lot of this is just junk, right? Whose shirt is that? Ugh. Nah, I'm good. Okay, they do show you the comparison between the stats. That's very nice. No accuracy stat. I guess it's weapon handling would be accuracy, because like the more recoil you have, the harder it is to target. I'm gonna keep my gun. And then you can disassemble it. Okay. And then you get tier 1 components. Cool. Could I like disassemble that? You can. Preview item. Oh, you get to also preview it. That's all very cool. I mean, it's not a very nice shirt, so I'm going to disassemble it. What exactly are these like tier 1 components? I guess it's for crafting. So I could craft this gun. I don't really know about this crafting stuff yet. I'm sure it's gonna be explained to you eventually. Melee weapons. Oh, baseball bat. Katana. I love how they have katanas in the future. Of course you got to, right? Knife. Bunch of guns. So why do I know how to make these guns specifically? Because I know how to make them, I assume they're not like very good. They're like kind of basics. So you could just craft handgun ammo if you're out of it. Okay, that's good to know. So you can't really run out of... I mean, I guess you can still run out of them. Grenades, attachments. So when they're like... Okay, when they're green like that and kind of grayed out, it means you can't make them. But when they're like this, then you can make them. Advantage. Plus 100% stealth damage. Ooh. Oh, it's a silencer. That's very nice. I want the silencer. Let's try and craft that. Okay. So now... how can I equip the silencer like this? 20% damage reduction. So I'm gonna do less damage and more damage in stealth. With this, I could potentially like maybe kill people without other people noticing, but then it assumes you're gonna kill them in one shot, right? Okay, we'll see. So I'm at 21 out of 200. So you do, I mean, that's gonna fill up very quickly, but we'll see how it goes. 10 euro dollars. That is mine now. Pain, editors, and mortality rates. Why can you pick them up or read them? Like if you pick them up, where do they go? Are they in your inventory somewhere? The implant known widely as the pain editor is cyberware that reduces or even entirely eliminates pain. Wow. Wouldn't you always want that? It has enjoyed unwavering popularity for years among certain circles in Night City, the most devoted and arguably most valuable of which is mercenaries. It is using this test group that Zetatech conducted the following research. The pain editor is a neural coprocessor that inhibits the signals sent from nociceptors to the parietal lobe of the brain, thus preventing feelings of pain. Okay, well, I guess you wouldn't always want that, because it's telling you that you're getting hurt. But then again, you could still feel it like a touch. You know, you could feel something's happening to your hand even if you're not feeling the pain. Some models also reduce symptoms of fatigue. The beneficial effects caused by the pain editor are in some ways similar to the symptoms of hypoesthesia, including greater resistance to physical forms of torture and the ability to ignore pain from severe wounds, which can allow the user to continue to perform beyond normal human limitations for a brief period. However, some studies have reported that the pain editor can yield a range of undesirable side effects. For example, in the heat of battle, some users are unaware of the severity of their wounds, which causes them to continue fighting without realizing they are dying and require immediate medical attention. The statistics support the theory that the lack of negative reinforcement may cause users to continue fighting when the rational strategy would be to retreat and escape death. Right, yeah. That's kind of why we feel pain and have fear. It's so that you can run away from a situation where you might die. And so without that, your survival instincts are kind of impeded. Since 2020, the mortality rate of pain editor owners is above 60%. In this report, I addressed the question of how to better protect Zetatech clients from avoidable death while using our pain editors. And that's just fascinating. Like, it's all these options. It's like, if you had access to this technology, would you? And like, there's always some really cool effects to it, but then there's also some negatives that like you need to take into account. And like, you know, it's like in Prey, which I played recently on the channel, and like in Prey, they introduced these neuromods, I think they're called. I'm already forgetting. With these neuromods, you get to learn a skill like instantly, right? And so it sounds very cool in theory, and you're like, oh wow, that will lead to kind of an utopia where like anyone can have any skills. Like, well, you need to consider all the repercussions that this would have in society. And like, it really like is a ripple effect where it would affect business, it would affect relationships, it would affect like so many things. So I always appreciate when they introduce an element to the game's world and the lore, but then it's also observing, well, how would the inclusion of this new technology affect the world and just affect society and like different. There's so many things to consider. Like, everything is interconnected in the world, right? Like, you introduce one small piece of technology, it's going to affect everything else. And so that's the stuff that's like fun to think about. Another computer here. Any messages? Pay or your head will explode. Hey Choom, today is your unlucky day. You're probably wondering who I am. I'm a voodoo boy, probably heard of us. Remember last time you hit the net? Yeah? Me too. I hack your coprocessor and install a little surprise for you. Now you do what I say or your head goes boom. I think 1,000 euros is fair pay to keep your head. If you pay, I uninstall my surprise. If not, I blow up your head, but blow up the head of person you love the most first. And if you tell NCPD, I blow up your head twice. You have 2 days to pay, and I know you read this because I install spy scam in your... And I know you read this because I installed Spycam in your optics. We read it together. Oh, can you imagine like how terrifying this would be? Because like in your head, you're probably, that's probably fake. Like I thought that's real, but then you always have that small fear of like, well, what if it's true, you know? It's one thing when the malware just says, I filmed you while you were jerking off and I'm going to release the footage to the world. That's one thing. But then when you tell you, I'm going to blow up the head of the person you love, it's like, I mean, it's probably still fake, of course. But I'm sure they get a lot of this money. This is not a negotiation, Choom, so do not reply. Just pay and you will live. Implants for cheap, cheap, cheap. Huge savings on discounted secondhand cyberware. Don't miss out. Today's deals, plastic Sinskin, pink, and size M 2nd gen used 1 week, only near mint condition. Oh, male. Tech hair, green, shoulder length, luminescent, 2nd gen, moderate use, occasional flickering, faint cigarette smoke smell. Alloy feet, chrome unpainted, men's size 8, 1st gen, light rust from lake water exposure, price reduction due to lack of owner records. Synthetic calf muscle, red, no casing, mint condition, 2nd gen, retrofit capable with older joint models. Items go fast, so buy now. Continue following us for the latest and best deals. Need someone to watch your back? From Animals or Alpha. Danger prowls Night City. Got a stalker on your tail? Hired iron out for your blood? Some freak giving you crooked looks and bad vibes? Or maybe you're just looking to pad your personal security. The Animals got your back. Survival of the fittest is the only law that matters in Night City. You hire us, we show your enemies just what that means. We'll protect you, your home, your workplace, your property. Hell, we're even happy to knock on a few doors if necessary. Become King of the Jungle. Choose the Animals. I love that. Still haven't had a chance to kind of read the news. We'll do that if I can reach my apartment or something. I keep hitting escape to get out of this thing. Jackie's already in the other room. He's probably thinking like, why are you taking so damn long, V? God damn. I guess that's the guy we whoa. Heavy machine gun, huh? That looks... Whoa. That is massive. Oh, okay. It's not one you can equip. Okay, yeah, it's one you pick up and then you have to drop it on the ground. Okay, I see. God dang, okay. Okay, yeah, and then you drop it on the ground. So this is not a weapon you can always equip. It's more like a special weapon. I get you. This leads... Oh, it leads outside. Our first real view of Night City in the flesh. Naranjita Field Chemistry. So we're in Japantown right now. Oh! I thought surely there's like an invisible wall or something. No, of course not. This is Night City, baby. Poor Jackie just like looked out to the balcony and just saw me like jump to my death. Alright, so as I was saying before I jumped off to my death, so you can't open these doors, it seems. So don't climb on there, you will die. Okay. Duly noted. Nothing much to see here. Oh, look, it's this famous poster. This was a very controversial picture before the game released. There's so much to see, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to kind of observe this city once we're out on the street, but for now, let's focus on the mission, I suppose. Eurodollars. Oh, it's like a little rolled up bill. The standard currency of Europe and North America. Oh. So I guess they've merged the euro and the like US dollar. The day the tower fell. In early August 2023, a single event would change the course of history. Although it fell against the bloody backdrop of the Fourth Corporate War, the global media still fed on the story for weeks. And could you blame them? A group of terrorists detonated the nuclear bomb, blowing Arasaka Tower to pieces. Again, if they detonated a nuclear bomb in the city, wouldn't the city just be gone completely? The terrorists' warning came too late. Not all of the tower's employees could be evacuated. The blast itself killed and wounded thousands, while countless others died from radiation sickness. How did the biggest terrorist attack in the 21st century happen? Who was behind this catastrophe? To find the answers, we'll need to first understand the context of that era. The early 2020s was a period of unrest for Night City, and anti-corporate sentiment was at an all-time high. You mean it's gotten lower since? You would think it would always be at the highest it's ever been, but I guess people have just kind of grown accustomed to like these megacorps by now. That's so strange. In the epicenter of the city's lawlessness stood the Atlantis Club. It was seen as an island of resistance against the powers that be, primarily megacorporations like Militech or Biotechnica, though a special place in hell was reserved for Arasaka, the Japanese arms manufacturing Zaibatsu that held the most influence over Night City. The kinds of people who frequented the Atlantis felt that corporations had hijacked the future and turned people into consumer slaves, and ironically deprived of the two things capitalism loved most: freedom and choice. I guess, yeah, they always talk about capitalism as like the free market, so like you're supposed to have this competition between different companies, but like that's never how capitalism ends up being. It's always like in a perfect world, capitalism would just mean you get all these different choices and like they're competing to offer the best product for the customers, and like that's never really what happens though, right? Like there's always one that ends up getting a monopoly and then like just buying the competition, and that's how you end up with these mega corporations, is because like they get so big, so massive, you know, like fucking Amazon. And then smaller companies can't really compete, and then they just get like swallowed like by this giant blob of a corporation because they can't compete with the prices. These people call themselves edge runners. They position themselves against the corporate world order. They declare their own freedom in opposition to the status quo, but deprived of any peaceful way to meaningfully change what they call the system, they reach for more radical methods of self-expression, and these people were no strangers to violence. Yeah. You can't really ever, like, it sounds really nice to change the system in a peaceful way, but it's almost impossible. Once these things reach like such a massive scale, and like you've got these mega corporations, like your power as an individual, like just one citizen of the world or of your country or your city, is very, very limited, you know? Like even in our world, if you want to enact change, there's very little you can do. Like you can vote for politicians, you can boycott certain products, but like other than that, you're very, very limited. You don't really have that much power. Like you can try and convince other people to do the same, but like the only way things really change is if like a huge amount of people kind of all make the same choice. Like we're all going to boycott, we're all going to vote for someone else. Beyond that, the only way to enact change is with something very violent. Like it's all about like one person kind of taking it upon themselves to do something very sudden and violent and shocking. You know, like fucking Luigi. There's a reason people have been talking so much about Luigi, is because it's one person that just kind of like took this drastic action that then like ripples into a lot of changes within the industry. But anyways, it's gonna be very hard to discuss the world of Cyberpunk without kind of getting into some political topics about our world, because you know it's all connected. All right, I'm good. You, oh wait, why is there an X there? Oh, $. Okay, so it's just like in Red Dead Redemption. When you haven't looted the body, it's marked as an X on your map. So I like that. I appreciate that. How about I just take this with me? Let's fucking go.
Jesus.
Oh, there's our body.
Christ.
Okay.
Shit, V. I mean, I got a stomach of steel, but this... this... I wasn't made for this shit, you know? Chop shops. What they do to people. Fucking scav psychos. No more jobs like this. Te lo juro por mi madre.
Yeah, that's pretty grim. Ugh. Where's the gun I just picked up? I picked up this giant machine gun, and then I walked into the room and it just kind of disappeared. And I can't... Okay, I guess we're in like a story section. I can't bring out my gun either. Okay. I was wondering why I couldn't take out my gun. That is freaking grim. Also, I have the nudity filter on, but I'm guessing usually these are naked, right? Are they dead?
V, get it together.
Sorry.
Think I got her. Got our target.
Is she
We
dead?
make it? She alive?
About to find out.
Just barely.
V, jack into her biomon. Need to know what we're dealing with.
This does not look good.
She's in a tub of ice, crammed in with another. Fuck. Like slabs of meat.
Keep it together, V. If she survives, she won't remember a thing. Tiny scar on the subconscious, that's all.
Oh,
Heard
okay.
people who live through shit like this get panic attacks, without ever knowing why. You'll be sipping a glass of ice-cold water, and suddenly your hand's shaking.
Oh, yeah.
V, jack into her biomon. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Okay.
Jacking in.
Medtech. Biomonitor panel. Sandra Dorset.
NC570442.
Wow, you get to see her age and everything.
Platinum.
Platinum? Shit.
Then how come they're not
Should've
here?
swooped in if she sneezed.
Guessing they jammed the transmitter, Sig.
Oh, okay.
Looking at a hacked biomon, firmware reconfig, or a neurovirus.
Carajo, T-Bug. You ain't seeing this place. This is tubs, ice, hooks,
Yeah, it looks a little too
cleavers.
ratchet of an operation for all this.
Scott Muncher's hack, huh? Got an idea. Check her neural cord. Find a shard? Yeah, pull it. That'll be what's muting the biomon.
Is that safe?
Is that even safe? Can't we just get her out of here?
We found her still breathing. Can't lose her. We need that biomon working, checking for hemorrhages, whatever. Find that shard and yank it.
So if I yank it, then Trauma Team is gonna come and get her, but then they're gonna think we did this to her and like they're gonna kill us because they're fucking like fully equipped military. Okay.
Found the shard. Removing now.
Check the biomon. Anything change?
Greetings, Sandra. If you are conscious, assume recovery position now. An emergency evacuation unit has been dispatched. and
Yeah,
is
they're gonna
due
be
to
here very,
arrive
very
at your
quickly.
location in
She's a
180
platinum member
seconds.
too. That must be very
Biomon-claimed
expensive.
Trauma will be here in 3 minutes.
We
Your
need to get the
premium
fuck
plan
out of
will
here.
Cover 90% of the projected costs of your rescue and treatment.
That's pretty good.
Pobrecita. Let's get her off that ice.
Jack, look sharp. Not done yet. Don't know who's out there.
Locked and ready, V. Do your thing.
Alright, let's get her out of here. And let's hope she doesn't.
She's flatlining.
Ah, shit.
B, need to know what's going on.
Jackie, air hypo. Fuck, this is bad.
Catch, chica.
Is there something I can do? Oh, we're Pulp Fictioning this.
I think. Holy shit, it worked.
Fuera, chica. Get her outside.
Let's get out of here. Trauma Team is gonna be on our ass.
Fuera. Get her out. Terrace.
So I guess our job is just to find her and then someone's going to pay us for having found her? Oh, Trauma Team is not gonna like this. Okay, she's here. Can I just dump her on the ground?
Landing. Stand clear. Initiating security protocol.
I just found her like this.
Stop in the doorway.
I just found her like this. I swear. Wait, where do you want me to go? Here?
Stop in the doorway.
Wait by the door. I just found her.
Place the patient on the ground.
Okay, I think they figured out that like we didn't do this to her.
5 steps back. Now. now.
Okay, you don't have to fucking punch me.
TT-133 to control. Patient NC570442.
And they are fast, I'll give him that.
Stimulus being administered.
They got here like
70 milligrams dopamine, 110 norepinephrine, 800 fibrinogen.
see y'all. Alright, well, that went well. Your guns are gone.
Elevator gets us to the garage direct.
Good work. Shit show's over. Cut
Okay.
my wires now. See you in the near future.
Listen, Chica, I got this thing. Mind if I borrow your wheels?
Huh.
I got a date
Sure.
with Misty, but
Oh, you do?
can't take the metro. How's it gonna look for me?
Won't leave you hanging, Jack. But don't get used to it.
You're saving my ass, V. Thank you. How about I drive you home, huh?
Yeah, that's
She's
the
all
least you can
yours.
do.
I'm beat as it is.
Oh, almost forgot. Should get Wakako on the hollow. Tell her the job's done.
Wakako? Oh. Okay. Ooh. T-Bug, Jackie, and Wakako. Yo, T-Bug. Aw, she's not answering. What if you call Jackie while he's right there in front of you?
Shh. Gonna be long?
I don't know. When are you gonna pick up? It's not even ringing? Come on. Alright, Wakako. Okada! So this is the person that hired us.
V, how did it go? Our client is alive and well.
Yes. She lived,
Well,
sure.
she's alive and well. It's what we agreed, isn't it?
Splendid. Your payment awaits you. Ready to come and grab whenever you like, even right away.
Oh,
But I guess home is the only place you wish to be now.
that's right.
The NCPD has surrounded Watson. The district is closed. If you're to make it past the cordon, you must move fast.
Thanks for
Really.
the heads up. Swing by to see you later.
2 street cred.
Word's
Okay.
out the NCPD is gonna put Watson on lockdown. I'm gonna sleep in my own bed tonight. We better put it in 5th.
Leave it to me, Chica. I'm driving.
What do we got here? Ooh. So you want to borrow my car to go on a little date, Jackie, is that right? Sure. That's the least I can do for you. You found me an apartment after all. You got me some jobs. You know I've always got your back, bro. Chico. Can't she just transfer the creds to me? Like, do I need to go and see her in person? Can she just transfer my money to me? Got a new job already. Track. Wait for the lockdown to end. So who's this person you've got a date with, huh? Bottoms up.
Can't stop digging Night City.
Yeah, you like this place?
City like any other, just bigger.
Nah, Chica. Not just any other city. Morgan Blackhand, Andrew Wayland, Adam Smasher.
That sounds familiar.
Legends are born here.
You want to be a legend, Jackie? Is that it?
I'm starving. Let's grab a tight bite. What do you say?
Sure.
Jackie,
I mean-
we're locking down Watson, remember?
I kind of lost my appetite from what we saw back there.
Is it just me or... Fucking knew it.
Uh-oh. That's bad.
Hello. I don't like this. Not one tiny bit.
Whoa!
Fucking drive, Jackie!
Come on, Pete!
Hit! Keep her steady!
I guess it was too easy.
Hold tight, V!
Watch out, watch out, watch out! Sorry, ma'am.
Mierda, perdón! you asshole! V! Aim for the shot!
Ooh, I can hack this? Let's fucking do it. While he's driving? He's still driving just fine. Or not. Okay, never mind. I love this hacking. That's so cool.
Scratched your baby up pretty bad.
Oh, dude, my car.
It's okay.
That's okay.
We can wait. Let's just focus on getting home.
Man, that means they know. I can't imagine living this life. Like, what if they know where we live and then they come to our house and like try and kill us? I hope none of these songs copyright claim my videos. Damn, they got fucking like Metal Gears. Hello, officer.
Watson's on lockdown to further notice. Necessary security measure.
Officer, ma'am. Damn, are we ever lucky we ran into you.
Really? What did that make me so special?
Heart of gold? Cause only...
Militech mech, huh? From the NCPD, week 2.
Somebody with a heart of... Uh-huh. I'm gonna be worried sick if I don't show. I mean, I'm trying to be a stand-up guy. She's giving me a chance. Waiting.
That's a shame.
Look at him. No model citizen, maybe, but he's a good kid.
Is that really gonna work?
Let them through. But they're the last.
Really? How nice of you.
On your way.
You have a good evening now, officer, ma'am.
Aw, it's because you look like such a good boy, Jackie. You convinced her. She liked you.
She took a liking to you, huh?
The devotion I demonstrated grabbed her by the gut.
Right.
Sure.
I'm loyal, stable in my affections.
Yeah? As long as you stay loyal
And
to me,
unassuming.
Jackie.
You get it.
Little China. Like, don't we... what the hell is going on here?
Check it out, V. Shit's going down.
Whoa. Zetatech Surveyor. Let's not take part in this.
Doesn't look like your average bust.
Cause they ain't your average badges. That's MagStack.
Ooh.
NCPD's apex predators.
Max stack officers, huh? Lieutenant. Very interesting. I love that you can scan shit. Like, I don't really have time to read what it says, but I'm gonna do it while editing, though.
That rolls in when things fly out of hand. Gunks out there, though. Just a midday snack for them. Well, show's over. Poor bastards. But they had it coming.
Hopefully. Well, at least all these incidents are very, like, self-contained, it seems. Skipping rides. If you're riding as a passenger, nothing important is going on, you can press F to skip the ride. No, I want to look around. At least these, like, military and police interventions, they do seem pretty self-contained. So, like, they drop down, kill the people, and then they leave.
What about you? Not likely to make it back to Haywood now.
Chill, V. They'll let me through.
Are you
Sure
sure?
about that?
Oh, yeah. I'll play nice Jackie again.
3 mouths, 1 desire. The Sacha Devon experience. You can sleep on my couch if you want, Jackie. They've moved on so quickly from the horrible thing they just saw, but I guess for them it's kind of like the usual. Well, good luck on your day, Jackie. I kind of wish you could, like, the bat, the baseball bat in the back, like some kind of thing. Yes, sorry.
Tell Misty I said hi.
I will.
See ya.
Ahí luego.
Careful with my car. boy. Oh, we get 1 point. Raw physical power. I don't really care about that. Reflexes, maneuverability, and ability to evade enemy attack. That sounds like something more for like melee combat. Technical ability. Techie know-how. More armor. This could be good. For stealth, I might put points on that. And then intelligence. I think I'm going to be focusing on that. I guess that's what I should have put a point in, but like, again, at the beginning, you don't really know what you want to put points in, you know? Your net running ability. So I guess I start from one of these and then like you make your way up to these. Okay. So vehicle quick hacks allowing you to remotely take control, set off alarms, or even blow them up. Oh. More RAM. Okay, so you have a RAM recovery rate. So I guess it does come back kind of like over time. Okay. And then Eye in the Sky. Automatically highlights nearby access points and cameras. When uploaded through cameras, control quick hacks, covered quick hacks. -1 RAM cost and more duration. And then I guess it's like you want to make your way to cool stuff, so you have to look at what's next also. Queues. Allowing 2 quick hacks on a single enemy. Okay, I thought you kind of had that by default. So I really did think that maybe the hacks was going to be like a little mini game, you know, like a, I don't know, like I don't know, like some kind of mini game, kind of like maybe the ones in Mass Effect or something like that. But they very much streamlined it, where it's just you scan, you select the quick hacks, and it just happens automatically, which I think is fine. You know, it would get very kind of bothersome and repetitive if you had to do like a little mini game every time you want to hack an enemy. They made it very kind of like fast. And then at the very top, you have things like Smart Synergy. I guess smart weapons are guns that shoot automatically. Overclock is active. 50% chance for quick hacks to spread to an additional target. So is putting a point in intelligence the same thing as putting a point in the skill tree? Sandevistan. Ooh. Just like in Edge Runners. To slow time while driving. Oh. So you don't need to have a Sandevistan installed to be able to use this? Reflexes. The faster you move, the more difficult for enemies to shoot you. I mean, yeah, that seems kind of obvious. Unlocks slow health regen in combat. Ooh, that would be nice to have. And this is like a starter perk too. I kind of want that. Okay, so now I've put my point in that. Okay, so you get perk points and attribute points, so they are separate. You can put a point in an attribute and then one in a... Okay, I see. Well, then I'll put a point in intelligence, because I want more RAM. Cool. Alright. So I'm going to disassemble this. I guess we're going to disassemble any gun we're not using. So I have 2 charges of this health thing, but once I use both, am I just out of it? Or is this like the item I have equipped and then like I have charges that refill over time? Not sure. Disassemble. A drop point used for selling and depositing items. A Ripper dock. Upgrade, install, and remove cyberware. Okay, bunch of drop points. Ripper dock, Sogo Watanabe. So there's multiple different Ripper docks. Interesting. Robert Rainwater. Sogo Watanabe. And then Victor Vector. This is the guy we saw in the montage, like the time skip thing. But then if you zoom out, you don't really see everything else. Why is there a pinned location there? So does it show you the Ripper docks in like every district? Okay, no. Oh, I guess it does. Charles Bucks. They are everywhere. Cassius Ryder. It's so cool that like they each have a different name and like model and weapon shop, med points, clothing. Oh, we're gonna get to shop for some clothing and like try and get the best outfit. I definitely look forward to that. Whenever we go see Wakako and walk into the pachinko salon of hers, I get this weird, like, tingling feeling on the back of my neck. I don't know, V, she's all kinds of weird. Anyway, she promised a special reward for this job with Sandra Dorset. All we have to do is go see her on Jig Jig Street once the lockdown is over, and then we just have to go home. V's mega building. Oh, there's an entry for her. Look at that. Whoop. Oops. Cool grandma alert. If you're looking for decent paying gigs in Westbrook, go to the pachinko parlor on Jig Jig Street run by a fixer named Wakako Okada. Right, a fixer is like someone who gives you jobs. Rumors abound, but as of yet, nobody's worked up the nerve to ask her about her past and her very many, very dead husbands. I don't judge. She didn't kill any of them, probably, but hey, what's important is that they're gone and she's still going strong, growing richer and more powerful by the day. Every serious player in Night City respects Wakako. Going into a meeting with her is like getting into a cage with a lioness. Sure, the lioness is polite, but you can tell she's already thinking about her next snack. Maybe that's why Wakako's gigs are carried out almost immediately and flawlessly. Wakako takes this entirely for granted. T-Bug is a textbook example of how solos and netrunners really aren't all that different. Both take on risky contracts that usually end in dust-ups with corporations or the law, ever walking the tightrope between life and death. Another weird thing is that, you know, we saw these policemen, and like, I get to kind of scan everything and get this information. Like, wouldn't they be able to do that with you? Like, couldn't they just scan you at a glance and be like, get your name and get like who you are and like whether you're a netrunner, like a mercenary, and like, I feel like we've probably done plenty of illegal stuff, and like as soon as they scan us, they should be like, oh, you guys have done a bunch of, but then again, I guess everyone is kind of doing weird illegal stuff, and so they have to focus on only the people doing like very bad shit. I guess the jobs we're taking, they're kind of like just small fry stuff. But we did like kill a bunch of people in that building, but I'm guessing in that city killing people is not really that big of a deal. After all, black ice isn't any less dangerous than taking a bullet. T-Bug's well aware of this fact, and as a legit specialist in her field, she's fully within her rights to be picky about her contracts. Unlike more reckless netrunners, T-Bug intends to sail into retirement age, preferably with enough eddies to leave this goddamn city behind for good. So she's not just an AI, she's a real person. She's a netrunner, who I guess is working with us on some of these missions. Okay. Little China. In the 40s, this part of Watson aspired to be the next city center. Corps invested heavily in the area, putting up towers and cutting-edge clinics such as the Med Center. That's where you slap down your cred chip for implants. That is, if you wanted to get them legally. But soon enough, this neighborhood became populated with immigrants, mostly from China, hence the name. Over the next few decades, the district became increasingly more populated and diverged from its original plans. Today, Little China is considered a poor district, but its food, smells, neon lights, tucked away little shops, and overall atmosphere draws the crowds. Even low-ranking corpos drop in to gamble and put Eurodollar bills into thongs. The sight of suits strolling past the homeless also shouldn't take anyone here by surprise. So there's a Japantown and a Chinatown. Kabuki. Once upon a time, Kabuki touted an impressive cluster of corporate medical office buildings. Located right next to the famous Med Center, Kabuki prided itself for a reputation on being a tidy, elegant district. That is, until Arasaka swallowed up every last competitor. Ever since then, Kabuki, not counting Pacifica, is known as the poorest district of Night City. But Kabuki is far from empty. An influx of Chinese immigrants have turned Kabuki's winding streets into a lively bazaar, where one can find almost anything for a fraction of the market rate. At night, the Chinese lanterns and flickering neons light up the stalls of Night City's biggest black market for implants, organs, drugs, stolen prototypes, steroids, viruses and malware, XBDs, you name it, Kabuki will have it. The district is heavily crowded, save for its northern stretches where abandoned warehouses and disused factories have become occupied by gangers and outcasts of all stripes and colors. Kabuki is largely controlled by the Tiger Claws. Occasionally, you might also spot Maelstrom. Some local gangs thrive, such as the Mox, who run the most popular braindance club in the city, Lazy's Bar. Watson. Watson was supposed to be the beating heart of Night City. A few decades ago, Japanese Zaibatsus invested billions of... I know Zaibatsu only because of Tekken. The Mishima Zaibatsu. Billions of euro dollars in skyscrapers, nightclubs, the med center, even industry in the northern area, all intended to make the district self-sufficient and prosperous. But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. I mean, when Arasaka returned to the city after the Unification War. The corporation steamrolled all of its competitors, and without a stable financial sector, Watson caved in on itself. Jobs in the Northside Industrial District completely evaporated, leaving people out on the street, allowing Arasaka to buy up all the now cheap real estate. See? It's always what happens. Turns out the move was calculated. Arasaka needed port access. Today, Watson is one of Night City's poorest districts, inhabited mainly by workers at the north side earning pennies. And that's where we live, right? Oh no, V. V. Okay. So he just dropped us off in this parking lot, and I guess we're headed home. We could go outside, but I'm just gonna go look at all this mindfuck. Just gained a new meaning, I bet. Oh, that's Lizzie's bar. Okay, yeah, that's where they get the brain dances. Wet dream. Be the dream or the dreamer. The ultimate sexploitive experience. The future is quite the place. Vinyl record. Oh, heavily scratched, but not by a record player needle. Oh. I love how the running kind of feels more like a person running than how it usually is in games. You know, in games it's kind of always like very... It's kind of this very steady run. This feels more like a person running. It's a little bit more clumsy, I guess. Spontaneous craving satisfaction machine. So we can use that to distract enemies. And if I make it malfunction, would I get free food? I wonder. $5 for a mint pie, a grape pie, or a peach pie. Let's get a little peach pie, sure. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot you can see your feet. Huh.
Concludes today's World News segment. Please join us again next time.
God, like, I can feel this game is gonna be so massive, and I'm only scratching the tiniest surface of it. I had a similar feeling when I first started playing Witcher 3, you know, they drop you into the world and you enter this little village and you can feel like this is only a small, very small part of like a massive world. Mr. Stud. All right.
Good evening, Night City. My first guest tonight is the president of the church.
Forgot earlier. A runner I know has something you could probably use.
Oh.
Zip in your deets.
Okay, thanks. A job from T-Bug. The task T-Bug has given you is an important step on the path to develop... Ooh, I was missing all that. On the path to... Oh, look at this view. That's crazy, dude.
Thanks for having me. Now, I'd like us to talk about the most exclusive and highly sought-after implant on the market today, Arasaka Corp's Relic.
Relic.
But maybe we ought to make sure our fair audience is up to speed. Karina, what is Relic exactly? In a word, if you could.
In one word, I'd say immortality.
Just that.
Immortality? Really?
That's right. Relic allows you to transfer the consciousness from a dying person, finding a new home for their soul on a transferable chip. This person, they'll never leave your side, a companion forever with you in your own consciousness. Just
Child, think for a moment about what you're saying.
Ooh, this is like a priest type.
Relic is an abomination that feeds on human misery. It is an unnatural likeness, a golden calf born by false prophets. Arasaka speaks of preserving the soul, but they can promise nothing more than a heartless, mindless algorithm speaking with the voice of the departed. What's more, this technology is just another tool of coercion and corruption. Only the wealthy and powerful elite will have access, and they will pay any price in exchange for a chance at this so-called immortality.
Well, that is true that Arasaka Corp has specifically limited access to the relic in order...
Your promise is a lie, an evil lie, motivated by greed and...
Now that is rich!
Hey, excuse me?
False promises, greed, a lust for power. Why, it sounds an awful lot like a church to...
What? How dare you?
Do you not promise a life after death? Do you not charge funeral fees to a family in mourning? Maybe the Reverend is just afraid of some healthy competition, huh?
Competition? You believe everything in this world can be counted, measured, rationalized.
And wouldn't we be right? We can construct artificial brains, create new consciousness.
But I ask you why? What does that give us? Are we as a people on this earth any happier for it?
They're both making great points.
You claim that this relic gives eternal life, but all I see is an eternity of suffering. Rather than say goodbye, we haunt ourselves with their voices, their presence.
What do you folks think? Who holds the truth? Is it Ms. Lee or maybe Reverend Culver? That is up to you. Send Culver or Lee to 7892 to cast your vote and enter your name for a chance to win tickets to this year's playoff. Until next time, Night City. Toodles.
I don't know why it always cuts off at the end of each line. How interesting. Can I just sit here and like watch the news for like forever? Oh my god, I think I can. It has to loop at some point, right?
Welcome to N54.
Oh my god.
It's time for your local news. Violence continues to plague the Badlands. Shootings have been reported along the 166, and 101.
What else is new? I'm sure it's always like that.
Disputes. Attacks on unaffiliated persons has not exceeded the average. However, in an abundance of caution, the NCPD has raised the threat level to 2, advising travelers to avoid side roads. We'll continue to keep you informed as the situation develops.
How much of this like fake television have they programmed? Because like I could potentially just sit here and watch TV forever. There's people in there probably like, are you just watching TV in the elevator, guy?
Welcome to N54 News. I'm
Oh my God.
Jordan, and this is the latest from around the world. The Lunarinskaya uranium mine collapse that occurred just outside Novosibirsk in southern Siberia has concluded with a happy ending.
Well, that's good.
As you recall, 35 miners became trapped deep underground following a high-magnitude earthquake. But thanks to their Suez Lake 2 hibernation implants, the miners were able to survive without access to food and fresh water for 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Fortunately, after their rescue and following a brief rest for technical evaluation, the miners were able to immediately return to work.
They had an implant to hibernate?
Moving from below the Earth to above it, Militech has announced plans to establish a new colony on the Red Planet.
We're going
The
to Mars.
proposed base will be subdivided into 3 areas: industrial, scientific, and residential. 10
Sounds
residential
cool.
modules are already available for purchase at a starting rate of 100 million euros.
But wait, we have breaking news. Oh, advertising, of course.
Provides 330% of recommended daily vitamins.
300% of your daily vitamins. Pure overkill. I could just sit here and watch this forever. This is so cool that like they put so much. Hate your meat? Body implants. And back to the news. There's so much you can watch. And I wanted to talk about the debate about this relic thing, but they keep showing you more.
Welcome to the N54 News World.
Oh, is this gonna
Report.
loop?
I'm Jillian Jordan. Scientists from
Nope,
Biodyne
it's still new
Systems
things.
have announced a breakthrough in the fight against multiple sclerosis.
Really?
MS is one of the few diseases that cannot be cured by replacing the affected
Oh.
tissue with implant technology. But the experts at Biodyne have created nanites that, when injected into the spinal cord, provide long-term uninterrupted repair to the neural tissue.
Nanites,
the cost
huh?
of this cutting-edge therapy treatment has been listed at $700,000 per month. For the second consecutive week, the landfill inferno in the remnants of Atlantic City continues to rage on. The 10,000-acre dumping ground ranks among the world's largest and contains both toxic and biological waste. Already 7 firefighters combating the blaze have died, and another 40 have suffered from severe burns and toxin exposure.
Well, that's bad.
The Swedish Academy Award for Literature has announced its latest recipient, Virginia Grantchester, citing her most recent book, In the Shade of an Apple Tree, as a treasure of this generation. Grantchester, who is an AI created by Raven Microcybernetics, has been lauded for several of her works over the years. Her first novel, Requiem for a Samurai, which was published in
Oh
70
god,
languages
we're headed for this
simultaneously,
future, aren't we?
sold over 3 million copies. In the Shade of an Apple Tree is a drama set in 20th century Ireland.
Post-collapse
and is already
literature.
considered
We're just gonna be
a
buying
masterpiece
books and
of
watching
post-collapse
movies made by
literature.
AI very soon.
This
So
has been
depressing.
your World Report. Thank you for tuning in to N54 News.
We're closer to this future than you might think. I don't feel like AI will ever truly be able to like write books that are actually interesting. I don't know. Look at this view. Is time moving forward while I'm just sitting here? Like, is it gonna be morning? Oh, wait, it does say 10 p.m. Okay. So it's 10 p.m. If I just sit here, is time gonna go forward? So I did reach the end of like whatever was playing here. All night, every night. Mac and cheeses. Oh man, there's so much to see. Will blow you away. Be your best. Oh, there's more. Be your best self. Brooklyn Barista.
Soy silk conquistador, an explosion of taste.
Oh god, that's terrifying. When you are sky high, get some moon cheese. Real water, only $99 per gallon. Burrito. This is the same kind of music that played in like... And for a very small price of $700,000 per month, you can cure your fucking disease. You know, just pocket change, really. Anyone can pay that.
Hello, I'm Jillian Jordan. Welcome to the World Report on N54 News. The Western corporate states recently
still new
announced
stuff.
a new visa program. Persons intending to relocate there must first
And it
find
says
a
more stuff at the
sponsor
bottom
from
of the
among
screen.
WCS-affiliated companies. Following a 20-year employment period within the WCS, visa holders can earn the right to permanent residence, a marriage license, and a single-child permit. In Northern Europe, the humanitarian crisis
Ugh.
has worsened. Refugees from flooded regions in Belgium and the Netherlands continue to pour into Scandinavia.
NCPD reports that fatal
Sweden has
AV accidents have
responded
been
with force,
increasing yearly due
sinking
to...
over a dozen refugee vessels in recent weeks. Despite humanitarian efforts, nearly 60 people have been killed.
Oh, yee.
Have we found heaven on Earth? Permanent human settlement on Antarctica is celebrating
Yeah,
10
we read
years
about
today.
this.
A wealth of natural resources hidden under the ice has spurred on the
Doesn't sound like a
continent's
place where
rapid
you would
economic
want to live, but
Though some environmental degradation has occurred as a result, inhabitants of the South Pole are still enjoying life as Antarctica's first dollhouse was recently
what's a dollhouse?
opened.
Oh, of course.
But perhaps most
A house of
appealing to
pleasure.
locals and newcomers alike is the astonishingly low crime level. Antarcticans enjoy a murder
Yeah, this is
rate
stuff
of
we read
only
about last
70
time.
per 100,000 residents.
Is
Thank
that
you for
low?
watching N54 News. We'll see you next time.
Okay, I'm not gonna just sit here and watch this forever, although I could, apparently. Real man smell. Okay, I need to get out of here because I just know I'm gonna keep watching this. I need to get out of here. Hey guys. So I could potentially like just shoot these people, right? That's what open world means. Of course, I guess it would mean the cops would be after me if I did that, and also I'd be a fucking psychopath, but the option is there, I guess. If you want to start just shooting people, you could, which is like pretty crazy in itself. So this is my apartment building. I guess that's all I can afford on my salary. Crime and punishment and zombies. Jason, Klaus, and someone Ricker. Wipeout. Imagine taking out your entire like jaw. I mean, I guess as long as your brain isn't touched, you can change everything else. But damn. Hello, ma'am. But you can't really talk to everyone. Like they're just there. They just populate the world, which is fine.
What? You embarrassed?
No, that ain't it.
What is it then?
Just later, all right? I got a clusterfuck on my hands right now.
So you are embarrassed.
Fucking gone, piece of shit.
Don't mind me just spying on you, listening to your conversation. Hello. Do you live here? Oh god. I guess this is my apartment right there. Oh, you okay? I can't talk to her.
All good?
I mean, I am, are you? Are you all good?
You just taking a stroll?
Yeah, I was just headed home. Okay, can't open these doors. Rent paid. Oh, it says rent paid on the door. Interesting. So everyone gets to know if you've paid your rent or not. You okay, dude? Oh, you're not looking too good. This guy's got his rent paid also. Bushido 3, live fast, die never. That kind of looks like Jackie on the front. Corporate Wars, the musical. Wow. One of the very greatest musicals ever created. Visually stunning, thrilling, spectacular, and unforgettable. People straight up like just living in corridors and hallways. I mean, I guess that's kind of inevitable. So much detail in this world. Stylish double weave shirt and vest. Someone just left their fucking suitcase in the hallway and no one stole that until now. I mean, I'm gonna steal it. All right. More drinks. It's this picture again. Chromanticore. Alright, let's head home. I don't think there's much more for us to do out here. God, At the pace I'm going, this is gonna be the longest playthrough of all time, I think. Oh, this is the news again, but I can't really see it, so... Alright, let's head on home. Can I close the door behind me? Can I lock it? I really want to lock the door, make sure no one like walks into my apartment. V, can't you take out the trash? Come on, V, you live like this? I mean, it's a pretty nice... It looks literally exactly the same as David's apartment in Edge Runners. It's the same layout. Is this just like the standard apartment for everyone? Or like, maybe they modeled the apartment in the anime after this one as like a reference to the game? Check your weapons stash or just go to bed. Whoa. Over substance. Body needs some tweaks. Approach the mirror in your apartment or safe house and select the change appearance. So you do get to change your look. Very nice. Will I get to use the appearance of clothes after I've like destroyed them? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, I'm finally gonna get to read the computer. Got some whiskey. A little car. I've been looking forward to kind of like inspecting this apartment, and so I've got a bunch of... What is this? Ink. Poster. Some nice music. I mean, the place is kind of... I guess it's not that dirty. It's pretty clean overall. Other than like the trash bags in the corner there that you could like take out, but it's not that bad. I guess it's kind of a loft. It's like a one-room apartment. And even just this must be like super expensive. So get a shower. Could take a shower. Got a toilet. Cool. Can look in the mirror. That's me. Change facial expression. Just do a little smile. Do a pout. Stare. That's kind of what I'm doing already. Alright, stop looking. I won't change my appearance. Like, I'm still happy with it for now. Maybe in the future we'll change our hair or something. We'll see. Wait, I have a spontaneous craving satisfaction machine in my apartment? Is this standard in like every apartment? It probably is. A vending machine. So we could rest. V. V. I don't even get a choice. Ballsy. They just decided, you know what, your V is into buff dudes, and that's that. The relic, why all the fuss? For years, experts in the field of cybernetics, neurology, and psychology have been desperately trying to merge human consciousness with silicon. Until now, their efforts have been unsuccessful, though scientists have managed to create artificial intelligences that can compare or indeed surpass human intellect. Copying the human eye has remained beyond our capabilities. Attempts to do so have merely resulted in sophisticated chatbots. Yeah, that's the problem. Digital beings capable of mimicking human speech and mannerisms but devoid of self-awareness. It's gonna be very hard because, you know, we have AI right now. Not true AI, but we have like, you know, ChatGPT and stuff like that. And because like if you talk to it, I mean, allegedly I haven't used ChatGPT ever. I don't plan to. I fucking hate generative AI, but like I know you can talk to it and it kind of like talks back and like it can feel like it's a real person. Obviously it's not. And so a lot of people might fall prey to it and feel like, you know, it's a real person with emotion. But like, as this technology keeps evolving more and more, it's going to become very, very good at like mimicking human speech and like even simulating emotions without actually having them. But it's going to be really hard to define at what point it starts having like a consciousness, and it might never reach that point. But like even if it did, it would be really hard to be like it actually has it and not it's simulated. And you know, and I talked about this in Detroit also, because Detroit kind of brings up the same questions. Like, do the robots in Detroit have true self-awareness? Do they have true emotions? Or is it all just simulated by their computer chip, you know? And basically, does it matter? Like, where does this difference stop mattering? Because it becomes basically the same as a true human emotion. And I'm not gonna get into like this super, because it's a very, very deep topic. We could talk about this forever, and it's a topic that I find very, very fascinating, you know, artificial intelligence. But just go watch my Detroit playthrough if you haven't. I kind of talked more about it there. But when it comes to the relic thing we saw on TV, it's very, very interesting. But I think what it is, it's mostly like someone's consciousness that you upload in your own brain. It's not so much like you can kind of save someone brain patterns and then insert that chip in like another body so that they become immortal. It's more like you create basically an elaborate chatbot that's patterned after like a person that used to live, is what I'm understanding, which is actually very similar to a TV show I watched recently called Pantheon. It's like an animated show where they scan people's brains, but then the process kills them, and then they're like neural patterns are uploaded into like servers and like on the internet, and then that person kind of like lives digitally. And like they try, and even the show itself seems like confused about whether it's really the real person or not. But basically the show kind of talks about these people as if like it's a continuation of the person that got uploaded, right? Except obviously it wouldn't be, you know, it would be a copy of who you are. And this is again a Soma situation. If you haven't played Soma, please play Soma. It tackles the topics of consciousness and like humanity so well. It's one of my favorite stories in fiction, Soma. Every time I see a story like this, I'm always thinking, you know, this is just like Soma. It's a Soma situation. But basically, and this is true in like a lot of fiction. For example, I was watching The Good Place recently, another one of my favorite shows. And you know, in that show, they keep kind of resetting these people's memory. Like they just wipe out their memory, and then the person doesn't die, but they essentially do. You know what I mean? Because what we consider our life is just like a continuous strain of consciousness. You know what I mean? Like if I was to just erase your memory right now, like you would wake up tomorrow and still be alive. You would just have forgotten things, but like the you are right now would essentially die. You know what I mean? Because you wouldn't remember anything that's happened until now. So like the person, like the consciousness you are right now would be dead. Because like they would cease to exist. And it's the same thing in like the show Severance. I keep just talking about all the shows I've been watching, but it's because the concept of human consciousness is just so fascinating. And I love fiction and media that explores these topics. Also, it's going to be a very, very long episode because I just keep going into these tangents, but hopefully you're here for that. I love talking about this stuff, and like I love when people talk about it in the comments. So like if you have any thoughts or comments about all the stuff I'm talking about, please leave a comment below. We'll discuss it some more. I love to get into these conversations. But what was I even saying? God damn it. Right, severance and like consciousness. Yeah, so if the you are right now, if your train of consciousness gets interrupted, the person you are is essentially dead, right? Because even if you wake up tomorrow and you're starting anew with like a fresh view on life, like you'll never again be the person you were until now, you know? So anyways, to get back into Cyberpunk and what we saw, this relic technology, even if you were to upload someone's consciousness in like another body, for you it might seem like the person has just kept on living, right? Because like there they are again, they're moving again, they speak with the same voice, they remember everything, but they've basically died. Like the person you knew isn't there anymore. And if the technology is only that it can upload it in your consciousness, that's even weirder. And like I tend to side with the priest, or like, was he a priest or like I don't know, the religious man? I do tend to side with him on this one, where like, why not just say goodbye? You know, just say goodbye to the person you loved, mourn them and move on. Like having to say goodbye to things and like having to move on from losing things it's a part of life. And like I feel like humanity Thankfully, we don't really have this kind of technology, but if we did, we would definitely go way too far. And like fiction always explores this, like how far would we go to kind of like hold on to things we love, like to keep someone alive, even if it means they might change in like a horrible way, you know, whether it's to transform them into a robot or like a vampire or a zombie or like any of these things. If we have the means, we're very likely to hold on way too long to something that we should really just say goodbye to, because is it still the person you love if it's just like a chat box in your brain? Anyways, it's a fascinating concept, and I feel like because they're talking about this relic technology, probably it's going to play a role in the story. Like, I think a lot of the stuff they show you and talk about, you know, I don't think we're going to go to Antarctica, and I don't think we're going to go to, I mean, Liz's bar maybe we're going to go to, but I don't expect to see everything in the game that is mentioned on the news or in these books, or a lot of it is just to kind of paint a picture of what this world is like. But this relic technology, I feel like it's probably going to play a role in the story. At least I hope it does, because, you know, it's very interesting. There's a lot of potential for storytelling there. Today, experts from Arasaka announced a breakthrough. Their newest project, dubbed the Relic, allows human minds to be copied onto shards no larger than a cred chip. What's more, the shard can be slotted into one's neural port, allowing its user to hear and see digitized personality constructs. Is this what Johnny Silverhand is in this game? A relic? Because I know that Johnny Silverhand is like a character in the early tabletop games, right? Like in Cyberpunk 2020, which means he would be like in his 90s at this point. Like, he wouldn't look like Keanu Reeves, he would look like a very old man. So I think maybe Johnny Silverhand is a relic in this game, and that's why they're talking about this technology. Sadly, I haven't been able to personally examine the specifications of this remarkable piece of technology. Access to the relic is heavily restricted by Arasaka, so it's an Arasaka technology, and only a small select group of testers are allowed to participate in the program. Unsurprisingly, these testers are among the wealthiest and most influential people in the world, precisely the kinds of people Arasaka would like to have in its pocket. For the ordinary consumers reading this, don't expect the relic to hit mass markets anytime soon. Interesting. I talk way too much. I have like 3 hours of footage already, and all I've done is fucking talk. The Max Stack Way, Sayonara Station, why be me? The Chronicles of Titania, Chrome Fury. On a Roll, Night City Journal. We've got a little radio. I've got some Bolshevik vodka with a kick of class revolution. Some soup. Soup? Is it a soup? A juice? A smoothie? Yes. Buck a Slice, Tom's Diner. Now playing Blue Radio. This is nice and relaxing. New release Brain Dances. Also, when you're reading these like chips, I wish it would give you like some relaxing music, or like something more relaxing than just this very kind of droning white noise in the background. It's not exactly pleasant. What's up, BD Maniacs? Hungry for a new emo rush? Then check out the latest word from the freshest BDs on the market. Foreign Body. The body is everything. There is nothing else. It is you, but it is also just a tool for your mind to interact with the world. But what would happen if this tool tried to live its own life? What if it tried to kill you? That's Severance right here. Though not a particularly original addition to the thriller genre, this braindance featuring Luke Polar is still a solid experiential ride. The fear of disobedient implants has been around since pirates were walking around on peg legs. Well, maybe not that long. As a result, the trope has been pervasive in film, braindance, and urban legend alike. Still, Foreign Body borrows some of the genre's best elements, while still incorporating just enough new stuff to the mix to keep it interesting. After all, it's not every day you see the world from the perspective of a sentient arm. Maxwell's Rehab. This braindance season has been chock full of horror, but this one stands out from the rest. The always phenomenal Maxwell Ramirez is pushed to the brink of cyberpsychosis, so we can relive his return to normalcy. The title offers a tone of optimism, but don't let that fool you. You will relive Maxwell's slip into psychosis, the heartbreak of his wife, and the gradual reintegration into a world that is now far different from how he left it. This beauty is a must relive of the season, but it's not for the faint of heart. So people don't really watch movies anymore, like they mostly just experience these brain dances. But does it have to be something that someone else has already experienced, or can they manufacture them from nothing? Badlands Raid. At last a beauty for those looking for something a little lighter. Badlands Raid is a remake of the 2023 classic, which was an innovative tour de force of the time. For those of you unfamiliar, the plot revolves around an ordinary, boring guy who accidentally gets tangled up in a nomad ambush on a Zetatech convoy. I won't spoil it because, even though the main plot hasn't changed in 54 years, most people these days probably don't know the ending. What I will say is this: the remake's creators have introduced a few modern twists into the story that should make for a pleasant surprise to classics lovers and newbies alike. Interesting. I can turn on the TV.
Welcome to N54. It's time for your local news.
I could like just stay here and watch TV forever, but I'm not gonna do that in the interest of time. Check your weapon stash. Ooh, god damn. Your stash is a secure system for storing equipment and can be accessed from all of your available safe houses and vehicles. For example, if you store something in your car trunk... Why do they just disappear before I'm done reading them? Open stash. So just from anywhere here. Look at all these slots, like, use smart frames? Oh, I guess this is to watch your pictures that you took? Huh. How come she has this huge weapon stash, and then you start this mission with nothing but like a little basic pistol? The hell? Oh, I have all of that? Damn. I have an assault rifle, a shotgun, a knife, a bunch of clothes, machete. So this is what I have right now. Okay, this is a worse shotgun than the one I have. Okay, so I just stashed all of that stuff, and same with clothes. Open wardrobe. Ooh. You can have up to 6 outfits saved in your wardrobe. These can be activated and deactivated in the outfit section at any time. It will change the appearance of the clothing you have equipped, but it will not change its stats. All clothing you find, receive, craft, disassemble, buy, or sell will be saved, okay, in your memory. So even if I've disassembled some clothing, it's fine. You can still access it later. That's very nice. I have either this shirt, or this shirt, or this shirt. Look at this thing. You walked miles in these and it smells like it. Solid boots at a solid price. Taken from the last transport to the backers jumped, remember? New life, new pants. No point wearing new threads on the road, they'll just get dirty anyway. Bought shortly after the first job with Jackie. Aw. Well, now you make me want to kind of put it back on if it has like a sentimental value. Made from pink polyester. Doesn't pair well with red wine at corporate banquets. So now that's my wardrobe. Okay. But like, do these have stats to them? Because so far none of these seem to have any stats. And there's $29. Oh, there's a bunch more clothes. How come I don't have those already? So now I have new clothes. Baseball cap. Begging to get stained. No thank you. Old camo shoulder straps. This may have seen real time in a war. No thank you. Second conflict biker jacket. Don't wear this if you haven't listened to the album at least 50 times. Nah, I'm good. So I guess I could either sell it or disassemble it. I mean, that's kind of a lot of money. 75? And I only have like 400. So maybe I should just sell it. But wait, how come these clothes were not in the wardrobe? Oh, now they're there. Okay. Oh, now there's a bunch more. Where'd these come from? V's favorite top. Wow, they just decided that this was V's favorite top. For hot days on the street and in the weight room. That's a very clean shirt, dang. An excellent choice for those without taste or imagination. Oh, jeez. I've been recording 3 hours and I feel like I haven't really done anything. I feel kind of bad for ending the episode here, but like... I'm kind of out of time already. Let's see if we can watch a bit more TV. Taste the love. Just drowning in orange juice? What is this? This is horrifying. This fucking thing. I'm guessing you guys don't want me to just watch TV forever, right? But like at least the news story I can comment on, you know, because they tell you stuff about the world. These ads, once you've seen them once, it's kind of whatever. There we go. WNS News.
Hello, my name is Arif Iqbal, and you're watching WNS News. The 27th annual conference of the implant manufacturers.
Oh, but this one isn't subtitled.
Came to a close.
That sucks.
One of the hottest topics discussed was the rate of cyber psycho.
And then when you get up, the TV just turns off. Well, that's a shame. Alright, well, again, even though we haven't really done that much today, I've been recording for 3 hours already, and so I'm going to end the episode here. I'm so excited. I know I'm like being very, very slow. I'm still kind of like getting into the groove of things. So today we did the tutorial, and then we did like at least the first part of this quest. Can I call Jackie? Can I ask him how he's doing on his date? Yo, Jackie, how's your date going? Aw, he's not answering. What about T-Bug? Is there like any indicator whether they're going to pick up or not? Because I'm not gonna bother like calling them if there's no... Okay, I guess they never answer you. Yeah, I know I'm being very, very slow. I'm trying to take it all in, you know, try to immerse myself in this world. And like, I love reading all the chips and the news stories and looking at the environment. And like, I know that's very time consuming and maybe not all that interesting to watch. Let me know in the comments whether you enjoyed this playstyle or not. Like, I might try and pick things up a little bit and go a little bit faster in the future. It's just so fascinating, you know, there's so much detail. There's so many things to look at. I wish I could look outside. I can! Hell yeah. That's cool. Damn, someone's got their own, like... Was that a flying car? Parked on the rooftop there? You get a really... It is a flying car. I mean, I guess it's not really a car. It's just a ship. But wow, look at this view we have from our apartment. Could be a lot worse. Also, what time is it in the game? It's still 10 p.m. Okay, so time doesn't move by itself. I guess you have to skip time. Interesting. What is 1%? The first round's over, but Night City's laid a new challenge at your feet. Do you have what it takes to come out on top? Huh? 1% what? What is that? 1% of the game complete, I guess, is what it is? Okay. Well, anyways. So yeah, we've only just scratched and just barely scratched the surface. I'm super excited about playing some more. Already today I had a lot of fun and I can't wait to play more in the next episode. So thank you so much for joining me. I had fun playing this. Hope you had fun watching it, and I'll see you in the next episode for some more Cyberpunk 2077. À la prochaine, chums.